You might use the valet for convenience when you don't want to park. Well, you don't expect to get your car back dented and scratched.
Imagine how much more inconvenient things got when insurance denied her claim. 2 Wants to Know's Kevin Kennedy untangled a messy case.
Every day, hundreds, if not thousands of cars go in and out of the parking garage at Moses Cone Hospital. Many getting a complimentary service.
I decided to let valet park because I walk with the cane and it's a little bit too far to walk.
Joyce Reedy at Cone to check on her dad, a valet pulling her car around after the visit.
And then when I seen it coming, I said, oh my gosh, my car's been hit.
Her 2005 Honda Civic scratched and dented, the valet telling Joyce it wasn't her fault.
She said she had to stop, keep from hitting a vehicle. And then this other driver, she was just incoherent. She must not have seen her or something, so she ran into my car.
Police called, a report generated. The officer determining the driver of vehicle 2 was inattentive and failed to see the valet stop in front of her. Joyce spoke with the lady driving that car.
She told me she didn't really know what happened.
Joyce getting a couple of estimates, then finally a claim with the other driver's insurance. Allstate responding a few weeks later.
Sent me a letter and said they weren't responsible because that other driver, 1%, didn't try to avoid the accident.
Joyce is referring to North Carolina's contributory negligence law. It bars a person from recovering damages if they are found to be even 1% at fault. In this case, while police attached blame to the other driver, Allstate determined the valet was partially at fault and denied the claim.
Not right at all.
One of just 4 states to have a contributory negligence law, insurance companies paid out roughly $5.6 billion in claims in 2022. A lot less because of the law. But this is where it gets even more muddled. We decided to contact the other driver. Here's what she told us about that accident.
We were stopped. We wasn't moving. We were stopped.
So then how did you hit her if you were stopped?
I don't know.
You know.
When I went to move, the next thing I know, crunch. That was it. That's all I remember.
The driver repeatedly telling us she didn't know what happened. The system allowing her insurance company, Allstate in this case, to conduct the investigation. The same company that would be on the hook for about $1,500 in repairs. Allstate sending us this statement. The claim was denied after a thorough review. We then contacted the North Carolina Insurance Commission, a representative telling us Joyce filed a complaint, but the decision stands. A statement sent reads in part, the Department of Insurance does not have the statutory authority to decide who was negligent or at fault in an accident or decide the facts surrounding a claim. So in the end, Joyce really had 3 options. File a claim with her insurance company, which would impact her rates, pay out of pocket about $1,500, or drive around with a scratched up car. None are great, considering she wasn't even in the car when the accident happened.
Well, proponents of the contributory negligence law will tell you it helps keep our insurance rates here in North Carolina much lower. It does put a lot of responsibility on the individual driver to pay for their own claim. In this case, that claim was relatively low, but it could be much higher, $5,000 or $10,000. And if someone is seriously injured and you don't have comprehensive coverage, you could be looking at a sizable financial payout. Kevin Kennedy, 2 Wants to Know.